you don't have to talk to the camera. You can just, I mean, we're all here. Yeah. So just
let me know when you
go for it. Let's run.
Let me see. What if Barack didn't win the election? Do you believe them Republicans would have helped the recession? What if Trayvon would have shot George Zimmerman? Would they scream self-defense in the judicial system? What if ringtone rap never made an impact? What if Tim and Missy put on some VA cats? What if the Clip's second album never got pushed back? What if these lame rappers was told they corny and whack? What if Squill would have never got murdered? Let me ask you, think he would have been one of the game's greatest rappers? What if Abu Wayne died such a tragic pursuit? The Born Nats could have been hip-hop's biggest rap group. What if I ain't get caught in this trouble and missed the meeting I had with Grand Hustle? Will my fam still struggle? What if chicks who said they love me really meant those words? What if these fake drug dealers really had those birds? If DJ B never gave me a shot? What if Skills wasn't overlooking either one of his albums flop? What if Mike Lord was alive, still kept us all laughing? Think we could help him out with his sleep apnea? What if y'all wasn't feeling this rhyme? What if AI never made it to the league and had to do that time? What if you still got clapped for snitching? What if they brought back 65% for those locked in prison? What if Marcus Vick made it instead of his brother? What if the industry had so many phony motherfuckers? What if kids in the hood found a better way out? What if we all had life figured out? Think about it, Mom.
Okay. All right, let me check the audio. Because it's all about this, man. Yeah. It's all about the face. You got to shoot a lot.
He called me. I bought 20 tapes up here. And he called me like 2 days later and was like, yo, all the tapes are going, you got to bring me 20 more. Yeah. And it was like, that's when I knew, like, okay, well, people want to buy my stuff. They would always put my posters up. And, you know, anything that I had going on, they always was real supportive of it, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, when I would come up here, I done brought DJs up here, came up here with Fat Joe, you know what I'm saying? You know, I brought Joe Super, who used to be a DJ on 103. You know, it was just a spot where a lot has happened up here, you know. And it's been a part of this community for so many years. And Dre, he filmed a lot of events because, you know, he got he do events, he a DJ, but he'll play the video and have the music to the video playing while he DJing with others. So it was like, I got a real good relationship with him. And the whole time I was gone, he used to always ask about me and send me little messages to make sure I was all right. So it was like, this was just that one spot that I felt like, you know, it's still here. After everything else is gone, it was still here, you know what I'm saying? It ain't too many, a lot of places that came and left in this shopping center, this barbershop still standing, so, you know.
That sounds like a good song, Still Here.
Yeah.
You know, it does, because everybody loses that thing called home, because home never stays the same, and always changes.
Right, everything changes.
Yeah. All right, man. I appreciate it.
I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you, man.
It was very nice meeting you.
I know this. Sam told me this was when I went to the penitentiary, and I hate talking about the penitentiary because it's not a place that you glorify, but so many people there knew about me from reading about me in the newspapers and magazines. So Sam's articles, he really helped my name spread through the 7 cities. I don't really think he get the recognition that he should get for a lot of the artists that he write about. Fortunately, I'm just one of the artists that he wrote about for a long period of time who actually been outside of the state of Virginia and made some moves. So, you know, I'm just thankful that after all this time, you know what I mean, that I still have a relationship with him. He still give me that push. I think now, though, this is the moment, because it's like everybody's just been reaching out to me. I think that after all the hard work, all the setbacks, everything that's been put together, I think now everything is getting ready to happen. Like, I even got major artists, Juicy J, Jada Kiss, everybody like, yo, whatever you want to do, you know, let's get it, let's make it happen. So it's like, those were the type of things that didn't happen. So maybe it took for me to go to prison for 6 years and sit back and reflect on everything. You know, God works in mysterious ways. You know, that's one thing for sure. You know, when He got something planned for your life, nobody can cancel it, no matter what you got to go through. You know,
that's a human spirit. Never give up. You know,
so,
and you know, we've all been knocked down. Some people get knocked down a little harder than others.
For sure.
But
I just can't let it break. You know, you can get knocked down 100 times as long as you keep getting back up. It's when you stop getting back up that, you know, everything starts to fall apart for you. But, you know, I think now, though, the way things are going, you know, even on a major level, you got rappers that have disappeared for 3-4 years and try to make a comeback, and nobody wants to hear them. I haven't even been home 30 days, and I didn't already been on the radio, newspaper, magazine articles. You know what I'm saying? It's like I done already done so much. You know what I mean? And it's like, wow. And everybody's like, how you come home and hop in the mix so fast? I'm like, networking is just something that I learned. Plus, I was in school for business, so I know that anything that you do, especially if you want to make music, you have to stay in people's face. You have to stay in the public eye. You have to have good relations. You have to be a likable person. You know, and I pretty much got a good personality. I try not to be, you know, the type of person people like, man, I don't want to deal with him. You know, because when you get that type of thing about you, people be like, yeah, well, I don't really want to write about it because I don't like it. You know, so I try to keep a good relationship and you know, and have a good personality.
Sam was really enthusiastic about you. So,
yeah, man, I like Sam, man.
I know whatever he's going to do for you is going to be good. But
yeah, he done a lot for me, man. I always tell him. I wrote him a letter when I was in prison and just told him, you know, I appreciate everything that he had done for me over the years, because that's when it really hit me. Exactly, I sold 10,000 mixtapes in the street locally. You know what I'm saying? It's not too many people who's done that, you know, and I've been able to. I'm not where I want to be because of my setback, but you know, I didn't open up for 50 Cent, Kanye West, Snoop, Young Jeezy, just to name a few, and I done been all over the Southeast region doing radio interviews and concerts and meeting with people, and I always stayed in touch with Sam, and whenever I had something major going on, even if I get too caught up, I always reach out to him like, yo, I got such and such going on, you should come out, and he would always come out. So, you know, I guess we kind of built a friendship as well as a business relationship over all the years. And, you know, when I wrote him a letter when I was in prison, he wrote me back and was like, man, I just want you to come home and do what you were supposed to do. If you don't go to prison, you'd be a superstar by then.
Well, you know, he called me just a few minutes before I pulled up, and he said, oh, by the way, ask him to rap because I really want to get something new to put on the site. And I said, hey, you mean you didn't ask him? And I said, yeah, that's a little impolite. And he goes, no, man, he loves to rap.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, that's cool. Yeah. But, you know, sometimes people, if you catch them, you know, with no notice, they'll look at you and go, I don't think so.
Yeah, see, the first thing I learned, though, when I was trying to make moves, I used to deal with this guy named Nicky Benson. He used to manage Fat Joe and Big Pun. And first thing he always told me, if somebody asks you to rap, then you rap, because you don't know who that person could be. He said that person could be the person to change your life in the snap of a finger. But just because they might not look like the person you thought they was going to know, he was like, so always.
You know, it's cool because you can pull what's happening right now and lay it down, and people hear it, and boy, they connect immediately because it is what's happening now. And that's a big advantage of doing short videos like this.
For sure. I can't wait to see it, man. Like I said, I'm just thankful that y'all giving me all the publicity and the press and you coming out like this, man. And I'm definitely when things fall into place in the next few weeks, I'm definitely going to, you know, reach out to everybody. I'm glad Dre let me come up here, do this. Like I said, I knew Dre for a long time. He sold my CDs out of here. He put my posters up. You know, he always showed a lot of love. Like I told you, out of everything, this is the one place that's still here. Out of everything that's been going, he's still here. So this was the perfect place to do it at, because, you know, everything else is pretty much gone. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool. Listen, man. Good to meet you. Thank you again. I appreciate it. I mean,
you know, I was listening to Phil Collins last night.
I'm 64 years old.
Oh, okay.
And I used to listen to rapping before it wasn't even called rapping.
Yeah.
You know? And, you know, it's gotten so much better now because, I mean, the fact that people use rhymes and they do stuff just like you did, the topical stuff, the stuff that's happening right now. You know, because music used to mean a lot more to me when, you know, I'm a Vietnam era guy, you know, and I wasn't okay about going because I thought the whole thing was bullshit. And it was. But, you know, either I had to go or I went to jail. You know, I mean, it's that simple.
So you don't want to go there. That ain't the place to be. That ain't the place to be.
That's not cool at all, is it?